I think today I wanted to talk about appreciation, mostly connected to like how the success of the previous video did and like how unexpected it was. Waking up to like 500 people seeing your video after never having that happen in your life, was an interesting experience. Also rewarding, like getting comments from friends that you haven't heard from a while, and just like other people. It was very eye opening, just like, maybe like the power of the internet, I guess. But yeah, I wanted to talk about appreciating the little things because coming off of that video last week and sort of like the depths that I was kind of in and how negative my like headspace was, coming into this week with like a much better headspace, like a much more positive mindset after kind of offloading some of the things that I was thinking about. It got me to think about just like things that I maybe overlook sometimes, but am very grateful for. I think one prime example is the YouTube video itself, thinking about the idea of like success, but also like within perspective. 500 people view my video and I think it's like the most amazing thing, but for someone else that's not the best. But I think something that I've been working on and trying to get better at is like appreciating my life in the moment that I'm in. I tend to reflect a lot. I think that comes from photography and just like looking at my old photos a lot. I think I reflect a lot about the past in a way that isn't always positive. And then that leads to sort of romanticizing what the past used to be without actually being very honest about how the past actually was. Appreciating my life in this current moment is to romanticize the current life that I have. I feel like so much of like appreciating the past and my experience has been like remembering how like things smelled, what mindset was I in, who were the people that I was hanging out with, what were the things I was eating, like very like visceral sensory things. So I think I've been trying to do more of that now. Yeah. I watched Perfect Days a couple weeks ago, and I think it touches on like a similar thing. Well, it touches on many things, but the things that I got from Perfect Days was like, no matter what is going on in your life, like you still have a general kind of like base level of appreciation of just life itself, Like every day can be beautiful if you make it beautiful. And I think of it as like intentionality. I try to take moments and pause and like breathe and like reflect on what is happening in my life, rather it be like my girlfriend that I brought up in the past video, staring her in her eyes, being very in love and enjoying a nice bag of chips, calling my mom and talking to her and just, being goofy, having friends. Like it's just a bunch of things, It's stuff that I think personally I just take for granted sometimes. Like it's just like, oh yeah. So much of I think life, especially now for me, is like I'm kind of cruising at this point. And it's like, what am I now living for, I think you start to have to establish like a new purpose in life of I'm not in school anymore. Like there's no like objective. Yeah, I'm figuring out what that purpose is. Like I want to be happy. I want to take care of my friends and family. I want to spend a lot of quality time with cool people. I want to eat a lot. I talk about eating a lot because you ever have those moments where like, it's kind of depressing, but like I say this like sometimes in front of my friends, like I'll take a bite of good food and I'll be like, damn, this makes life worth it. That stuff is for real. It's for real. Anyway, I guess I talked about everything I wanted to talk about. I don't know what the direction of my YouTube channel is going to be, but I'm just going to make what comes to mind and maybe people will watch it. But I'll see y'all next time.